Hi guys, Dogre here with a new video. And this video, I want to talk about reasons why you should play Project Epoch Classic Plus right now, even with all the negativity surrounding like the suit to Turtle WoW, but also like just in general, like the fear of like it could be gone at any time. Now, that is something I want to discuss about the new players that are like never on private server. They play on Classic Anniversary. I'm going to talk to you first, and I'm going to talk to the people that do play private servers, but they don't play on Project Epoch. I'm going to talk about that as well on this video. First and foremost, what is Project Epoch Classic Plus? So that is a private server that is, you could say Blizz-like, because it is leveling 1 to 60 with like 1x, so you are not leveling faster, but you do level faster because you have more quests. For example, I do believe like those quests are new to Horde. You have here a like fly point, which you do not have. You have new quests here and there. Also in Stoneheart you have new quests. You have new quests everywhere. Some quests are a bit buggy and some quests are not. That is going like fixed, like it's going to be ongoing fixed. For example, this quest in the south of Tanaris, which is a new zone with Anjay Watha. There, the Sandshore Seagrass, they don't spawn. So I did do a ticket and they're going to fix it. They say like that's on the list for the next hotfix. So that's a very good thing. It's like a work of progress. So it means that it is a server that is meant to stay in long term. It is also meant to be a ever changing server. So it means that the class balances, the class changes can always occur at any time. For example, the next balance change that they're going to be making for design is Balance Druid. They are going to work on a semi rework to make it feel better for PvP and for PvE. So that's a good thing. The same for like balancing. If a class is too strong, they might balance it. If a class is too weak, they might also balance it. For example, Elemental Shaman, I made a video about that as well. They removed Eye of the Storm talent, which basically if you got crit, you get 100% pushback. That is gone, and now it's Earth Grasp. And they say that they are working on it to maybe re-implement it because it is a crucial talent for Elemental Shaman and feels way better than putting a Earth Totem to get 50% pushback. That's an example that they're going to do. Like that's things that are better than Classic Anniversary, for example, where the balance is stick and like in stone and they don't move. That's something I really didn't like about Classic in general. Like throughout like TBC, Wrath of the Lich King Classic, Cataclysm Classic, Miss Pandaria Classic, they are not willing to do too many changes or too many design changes to make the better out of Classic. My version of Classic needs changes because for me it doesn't make sense for a spec to be in the gutter for the whole expansion and have to look forward to TBC to have it fixed. I feel like that's just bad design. What I like about Classic is the world and what you're doing in that world, and not really the class changes or the class designs. Yes, the philosophy should be the same. You should not be doing starfalls like crazy or like AoE pulling every single time with all the classes. I'm not saying that, but like obviously I need the balance changes to be effective so you can actually get it invited as a retribution paladin and not be seen as literally a backpack. That's how I see. But that's one of the things I do like. One of the things I would recommend you to also do if you're like a PvP fan, you can level, like it's not recommended because it's not optimal, but it's viable to do so. You can level from 1, no, not 1 because obviously you're not going to see a lines. Let's say from 10 to 60 purely through PvP. What I'm saying is you can queue up for Warsong Gulch at any place and you will get a BG pop, for example, and that BG will give you XP regardless if you're winning or losing. Winning gives you more XP, losing gives you less XP. If you do a 1v1 and you kill someone, you would get also XP for that, and that's also for open world. If I see an alliance right here, I would kill him and I would get 1.2k XP just for that kill, which is equivalent to 6 kills, like 6 mobs you kill in the same time. And that's something like, again, if you're doing quests and you see an alliance or a horde, you kill him and you would get literally a AoE bonus XP, kind of like a, for example, Frostmage is taking, for example, 8 mobs on him to get like that amount of XP. Well, you can just get it by just killing water lions. And if he comes back, or if his friends comes back, you can also do a big battle. And that happens multiple times in Tanaris, in STV, in Hillsbrad. There were a lot of 5v5 battles, 6v6, sometimes more alliance, sometimes less alliance. That's something that is always like in the ecosystem on the server. Sometimes you have zones where you have more horde presence, and sometimes you have more zones where it's like more alliance presence. So that's something you need to realize. What I do like as well is the new dungeons. There are like 2 new dungeons and reworks of dungeons. For example, Dead Mines is completely reworked. I made a video about that. Willing Caverns, I didn't make a video about it, but it is also completely reworked, which is very fun. It feels really like a dungeon, and it's actually very hard to do compared to what we have seen in Classic. There are new bosses here and there. What I do like as well is that UBRS is now a 5-man, so it is way easier to find a group to do that, but also it's more intimate and also harder because you're not like with 10 men every single time. Then you have like obviously Glittermurk Mines, which is a new dungeon from level 38 to level 45. Recommend to be level 40 at DPS. If you're a healer, you'll be fine at level 38, for example. It's an STV and it's a very good dungeon. Like I really liked that dungeon. It's literally everything I like about Classic. There is a lot of trash, but I think for XP wise, and if you like dare to level, it's actually a great dungeon to do so. Then you have also a new end game dungeon, which is Buried in Hold. I haven't seen it yet. Try to not make like watch any videos about it because I don't want to get spoiled. But from my understanding is that it's a fun dungeon to do, and the gear is not that bad. And you could like literally get some pieces to like get going with your character and with how you make your character. That's a level 60. I don't know if I really want to get involved. I might heal him so he doesn't die. But overall, I really like the aspect of like the world has been built to be lasting first and foremost, but also getting bigger and bigger, and that's a good thing. They don't need to put like extra continents, you just need to put extra zones. And for example, do you have a few zones where you have new leveling zones, for example here for Blasted Lands for Horde. You have obviously in STV way more quests as well. You have, for example, the arena here over the water. You have Ring of Strength, which there you would get like a big 2x. You can do it from level 38. You could have done that at level 30, but now they have hotfixed it to level 38, so you don't get like a ridiculous power weapon, power like spike weapon at level 30, while the weapon is like meant to be level 38. So that's something that is really good. You have like plenty of new quests in Silver Pine as well. Haven't done that yet because I didn't want to spoil me. I'm going to make an undead character and I'm going to do like the whole Eastern Kingdom priority to that. There's also a lot of new quests on the east side of the coast from Arati. I haven't done that yet as well because I wanted to do that on my undead character. Hillsbrad, you have new quests at Siren Mill. I assume as Alliance you would get also new quests in South Shore. You have, for example, Dungarrock, which is also a new elite, like a place where you can do quests, from my understanding again. And like in general, it feels really good to play because you don't really run out of quests. You actually have a full quest log every single time you're going to enter a zone. Here at Blasted Lands, I have like, I don't know, just roughly without like really counting, I think I have 15 quests. Like that's without counting. I think like I'm very right on that. I think it's like between 15 or 17 quests here. And I'm enjoying that fact. Like I have skipped fully Feralus. I have never gone to Feralus. You see, like it's not discovered. I should have maybe done that, but like at the end, I really love the fact that sometimes I can just skip a zone and do it on a different character. Disless, I have skipped it as well as Horde, which is normally not really skippable. Ajara, I haven't seen it yet. Felwood, haven't seen it yet. Like there's a few things that I haven't seen. I'm level 51, close to be 52. Obviously, there are a few zones where that I will not skip because I'm like a Skinner. On Goro, I will be going there. I think for sure they are like zones that is interesting to do. Thousand Needles was very fun. Obviously, I'm horde side, so it's way easier for me to do. But like, I enjoy the fact that the world is feeling alive. There are new fly points here and there to help you to get across different zones. And that's really enjoyable. And if you are looking into a classic plus experience without like having too much changed, this is the one for you guys. And I'm like talking to the classic anniversary crowd, right? The people that don't play private server. This server is with TBC design in mind. You have the TBC talents, you get 10 extra points, so you can spend it and like for example have 41 0 0 20 for example. Now they have changed the places between Resto and Enhancement Shaman, which is kind of a bit it's annoying because again I'm like Restoration Shaman should be on the right side, but that's like OCD pretty much for me. But you can go 41 20, and which you could not do that in classic obviously because you have like 10 less points, and you have even Earth Shield as a Restoration Shaman. As a warrior you get Blade Storm, which is like a custom spell, which is very fun. It doesn't like it's not bug yet as well, so that's a good thing. Like it works very well. And the designs are like made with TBC in mind so that they can then balance around that or do changes with TBC balancing in mind. So they're not going to add like a Mist of Pandaria spell, for example. I hope so at least. While in Turtle WoW you have yes custom specs or custom ways to play. For example, you can tank as an enhancement shaman. Here you cannot. Well, you can try at lower levels, but it becomes way harder in dungeons, especially since the tuning has been done with TBC in mind, so you don't stomp dungeons every single time. But you have no tank shaman, for example. You don't have melee hunters. You have arcane mages being fully fledged specs directly from the get-go. So at level 20 you could literally be arcane and do arcane blast and arcane barrage, which I think a lot of people enjoy because I do see a lot of arcane mages in open world and also in Warsong Gulch. You have a PvP realm which is very populated. I have made a population video a few days ago. You should watch it. You have alliance being in minority, well minority 47% alliance, 53% horde, which is for me a good amount of balancing. Obviously a 50-50 would be better, but that's like again wishful thinking. I don't think it's going to happen on this server. But I think that's good enough and should not grow into worst in the near future. And the population is actually very good for like a PvP server because it came out at the same time as the PvE one. Just 30 minutes later, basically. So the population is like only growing from now. It's not really shrinking compared to like PvE servers in general. And now I'm going to talk to the Turtle WoW crowd. The Turtle WoW crowd, if you do enjoy PvP, this is literally the server for you, or like the private server for you. Now obviously I would enjoy you guys to join Garubashi private server, like PvP server, because that's the server where you would get the most PvP activity. If you do care about PvP, this is literally the way where you can level through PvP. You can open world PvP. You have bloody tokens to get then like gadgets. You get like PvP gear that is seasonal. So for example, at level 55 I will get the 55 gear, and once season 1 comes out, there is like the level 60 rank, like level 60 season 1 gear, then it's season 2 gear, season 3 gear, depending on the rates that is going out. And the power creep is going to be limited because you do get damage reduction, so it's a sort of resilience where you do not get one-shotted. The problem with Classic is that past a certain rate tier, for example AK-40 or Naxxramas, one-shots are real, like Shadow Bolt into Shadow Burn into Conflag often just like deletes someone if everything crits. Here that's not going to be the case. The HP pools are higher, the damage reduction is going to be there to help you to survive things, and the skill is going to be more present because you can actually react to stuff, which again in Turtle WoW it's not really the case, and in Classic it is also not the case. Once Naxxramas is coming out, rank 14 or not, you're going to get one-shotted. And that's something you do not have on the server, at least right now with the idea from the server. Why would you play this server even though you think it could be gone any day? The truth is that I'm enjoying the 1 to 60 journey. If tomorrow Project Epoch said we're going to stop because we are afraid for a suitcase or whatever, the truth is I have enjoyed that much that I would not really care about. I would care, I would be sad obviously, but I would not like feel like I've wasted my time. And that's like something that I could not say about Classic Anniversary. If Classic Anniversary for some reason says we're not going to through TBC, it's going to stop right here. Well, for me it would be a waste of time because that's literally the reason why I leveled on Classic Anniversary. Obviously, the fresh I would have been playing, but that's it. Like I would like it would be a true waste of time, true waste of gold, and true waste of like sensation. What I do like about the server as well is like they're punishing gold buyers, they're punishing sellers, they're punishing cheaters. Like they're banning daily people that are trying to cheat, are trying to do RMT. It doesn't go through with this server. They're really monitoring. Maybe it's too controlling. A lot of people might think it's too controlling, but that's a good thing. I think that's something that Blizzard needs to do that is just not happening these days. And I would like to say that truthfully, if you're a PvPer, you will understand what I'm saying. Leveling through PvP, being able to be rewarded directly by eliminating an alliance, eliminating or winning a Warzone Gulch, or putting a flag down. Like if you put you win if you put a cap on with the flag, you would get XP as well. So if you're a flag carrier, no worries, you will miss some kills, but you would get the flag XP, which is more than kills. I enjoy that. I like the instant reward through that. I think also the gear being like you need to buy it through marks is very important, especially for like lower level gear. And at level 60, it will be through conquest or through honor with the season 1 gear. It's going to be very fun, and I like that, and I enjoy that, and I look forward to that. I think the TBC balancing is also very fantastic because it makes everyone very viable. For example, Elemental Shaman, you would think, you don't need it in your raid or group, but it has Totem of Wrath, which is like a raid-wide buff that gives you hit and crit towards the spellcasters. So if you're Elemental Shaman and they are somehow, some way not great, you will still need an Elemental Shaman for the Totem of Wrath, because that's going to be buffing your Arcane Mages, your Frost Mages, your Fire Mages, your Destruction Warlocks. And that's like the thing that I really enjoy about like this server. Balanced with their like Moonkin form is also raid wide. Like Totem, like again, Wind Fury, raid wide, Bloodlust, raid wide with Sated. So you don't need to have 10,000 shamans. You will for sure have 10,000 shamans. I'm going to leave this because I'm not going to join a Warzone Gulch at level 51. I'm not interested to get like my butt handed, but like you see what I mean. Like it's everything is promoted for it to be low power creep, and you would get like your power spikes little by little. And the PvP has been phenomenal, man. And sometimes I get frustrated because I get ganked at the wrong time, but that's basically world PvP to you, right? And like sometimes it happens to me, sometimes it happens to them. If I'm low HP, low mana, and I see a hunter with their pet, it really sucks. But at the end of the day, I rolled on the PvP server knowing fully well that that will happen. That's why I need to play very cautiously. I need to know, oh, okay, I'm low HP, low mana. For sure, there's something that is going to happen, so I'm going to recuperate my HP as ASAP, and that's going to be good. Something I didn't discuss are professions. Having new professions like recipes, for example, the Basilisk Scales set that is really fun to make. Like I've made it for myself. Now I'm not really using it, but like gives you like spell power on every single piece except the bracers. Gives you crit after 5 set, which is super good for elemental shamans. Like I truly believe like it's awesome. Like blacksmith can make rings and necks. Have new recipes, for example, a new blue two-hander for leveling, which is like a BOP. So you really want to be blacksmith, for example, if you're a warrior, if you want to have like a power spike at level 20, like something like that is really cool, and I enjoy that fact. So I wish you guys to come on Project Epoch. I'm going to make a review very quickly. Once I'm level 55, I got the gear and whatnot, I'm going to make a review, a final review about Project Epoch, about like season 0. Once season 1 is coming out, I'm going to also make a review about that. But like truthfully, I'm enjoying my time. Like I think people don't realize how good it is once they're in it and they're a PvPer, for example. You will enjoy the fact that you have Gurubashi existing. Now, if you're a PvEer, you have a lot of bugs that will get fixed. You don't have raids open yet, so obviously if you're like someone that is level 60, you're going to get bored, obviously. um, but that's something that will happen like organically, right? Once you have like a lot of level 60s, you'll be able to do a lot of dungeons, a lot of PvP, a lot of raids. Right now it's season 0, so once season 1 is coming out, you're going to be able to do raids with the many level 60s that are there. You don't need 40 men to do MC, which is great. So I look forward to do that as well. You have like tier sets that are like made for different specs. Like I could be going and going and going. What you could do is just like look up the website. If you need help for add-ons, I made an add-on video. If you need help for the population and know what to play, Alliance or Horde, I made a population video for Gurubashi. If you want to like watch it, I make guides for different classes. I'm going to make a warlock guide very soon. I'm going to make a warrior guide very soon. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this server. I wish you guys a great time. If you're not playing it, that's all right. But I wish you guys to have an open mind, test it out. And frankly, like right now, Blizzard is not making any product that is better right now. Unfortunately, I wish Blizzard is actually making a great Classic Plus, with like bots being like eliminated, having real GMs and whatnot. But that depends on Blizzard, and right now it is not the case. So I'm like someone that lives day to day, and I don't want to plan about something that is not happening yet. Classic Plus is such a weird thing in Blizzard wise. Like you don't even know when it's coming out. That really planning around that is like a lose situation for players. So go on Project Epoch. Hell, play even Turtle WoW. I prefer Project Epoch, so I can see you guys and play with you guys. But if you want to play Turtle WoW, just do that. I like the grounded feel of Project Epoch instead of Turtle WoW, where everything is changed. Everything is changed literally, and it feels like a bit too much of the plus instead of classic, which I think Project Epoch has more classic than plus, and the plus will get implemented with like lore accurate, with like the quality of life to be added as well for the classic players, and being able to do more PvP without getting one-shotted every single time. Like something I really enjoy about this server. Again, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.